The most romantic words I ever heard were "I understand you." And in ways I don't know you, I plan to. I heard that love was a verb, yet so absurd, because I will watch you fall and still land you. The most romantic words ever heard were "I'm listening. Let's try respond to this world we're co-living in. And even when we tire, we still will like Michelin." The most romantic words I ever heard were "My love is for and with you," like it was sketched, designed, crafted, fine-tuned, just to fit you. Like I accept I am not a perfect being, but I am perfect when with you. The most romantic words ever heard were "I see my journey in you, and for what it's worth, I will walk from pole to pole on this earth, as long as that distance is with you. Because the most romantic place in this world is that view from the hill in your safe space." The strongest words I ever heard were "Let's fix this." And at times where we find love hard, let's remind ourselves exactly why we're in this. The most romantic words I ever heard were "I understand you. And in ways I don't know you, I plan to."
just finds out too late. They should have tried softer. I've never in my whole life been level-headed. But the older I get, the more level-hearted. And I think we make gods who look like us for a reason. I think in spite of it all, we trust we can be believed in. When I don't believe in myself, I try to remember I have walked on water like 700 times in Maine in the dead of winter. Where I come from, you can drive a pickup truck from one side of the lake to the other, and people have an unusually large amount of missing teeth and fingers, but you can still sell them whitening strips and wedding rings like crazy, because where I come from, beauty is in the eye of anyone who sees what's missing, but can't stop pointing to what's still there. If there is no definition for love yet, I think that's a good one. I'm writing this on a day you did me wrong. I'm just a half a second outside the furnace of my rage, and I'm trying to focus the steeple of my attention on all the teeth you still have, instead of the ones I know you'd happily knock out yourself if it would keep you from biting anyone again. And that's how mistakes work. If you're loving the right kind of people, and you are the right kind of people. You've walked on water so many times, you know grace is slippery. There's literally nothing anyone is more likely to fall from. Some sound advice I give myself like twice a second. Wear knee pads on the way to your ego, Andrea. Being right is boring. Rightness comforts only the tiniest parts of us. And when it comes to hearts, I want always to be a size queen, cause that's how I found you, lifting the spirits of everyone around you like hot air balloons, just from the way you burned to be a better person today than you'd been the day before. Burning to be better is my favorite quality on anyone, and you are on fire, like a gay men's choir singing the halftime show of a football game. I have been dancing in the end zone since the day you taught me how to break every promise I have made to my pain. Taught me my wounds will never ever be bigger than I am. Thank goodness for you, champion of the unkillable. Yes, dandelion refusing to be picked for the bouquet. 5 minutes into our first conversation, you knew I could take a punch better than I could take a compliment, and you talked to me about that once, and bam, I was angel gossip. There were God rumors flying around my suddenly unheadied head. I love you because you never had a mirror face, because the truth is nothing you could ever try to fake. So sometimes you look like a human scribble, like a 3-year-old is colored you in, like you got too many feelings to stay inside the lines of your own skin. But that, friend, that is the masterpiece. I love you because we both showed up to kindness tryouts with notes from the school nurse that said we were too hurt to participate, but we learned how wrong we were. And weren't those the best days when we learned how wrong we were, and so got to grow into our goodness, throwing the peach pits of our old selves into the garden to grow sweetness, sugar. I'd pick you to be the captain of my chosen family tree. I'd pick you to throw the party when I leave this world, knowing I'm gonna run death like a stop sign and keep going. I'd pick you to finish all my half-written poems, even though you're terrible at writing poetry. I'd pick you to finish this one especially. This list of compliments, you'd be a hypocrite not to take, so take it. Before I remember, I'm mad at you, asshole. Buttwad, only human on the whole planet who knows what I mean when I say God. I mean everyone down here who understands that when I get to heaven, I will refuse to call it heaven if who put me through hell isn't there.